Hi guys, good afternoon. Welcome to today's class. I've missed you guys so much, and I'm happy you guys could join us again for another session where we get to learn, we get to banter, and we get to relate with each other. So as usual, my name is Timi Bolanrewa. I'm saying as usual like I'm here every week. Sorry, but my name is Timi Bolanrewa, and if you guys remember properly, I took you the last time on character illustration, and we did a deep dive from like how we build characters from basic shapes and how we form like their faces, their eyes, and how we give life to them, how we make light work, everything. I don't know if you guys remember. If anybody was here for the last class, just give me a thumbs up. I would like to see you guys again and appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for joining us again today. I can see some people have already joined to the stream. If you see me looking down here, it's because I'm looking at my iPad to find out like what's going on the stream. So today we are going to be going even into a more deeper dive into what we already started, because I saw that you guys were so wonderful and so diligent with the work. I just had to come back and say, please let me finish this up. You guys were so amazing with the faces. I was seeing so many beautiful faces that you guys were working on. It was so encouraging. Thank you guys so much for that. So today we are going to try to build not just a face. We are going to try to build out the whole body. And as usual, like I said before, an illustration is not supposed to be like how like real life is. It's just a depiction of human life. So it's just like your own way of expressing human characters in your own way, but just making sure that it makes sense to the other person and the other person can understand what you're saying. So at any point in this stream, if you don't understand what I'm saying, you don't understand what I'm doing, please just let me know. This class might not be very long because it's just a conclusion of what we started before. And if we have any more questions, I can try to show you another style. Maybe not really a deep dive, or maybe more of like a speed art into how things some other illustration styles are done. So I don't think I've seen anybody yet on the stream that was around for the last class. So if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a lot of fun in this kind of class. So I think let me just give me a minute. Let me try to set some things up. If everybody can hear me, please just drop an emoji in the chat so I can know. Okay, like like what I'm saying is making sense and people are following me. Thank you so much. Once I get that, then we can go right ahead and start. Um, Sorry, this is like the stream is slower than like what's going on, so you might experience a bit of lag. But please just follow along as you see it. So that like the quicker you respond, the quicker we can get to begin. Thank you very much. Okay. Give me a minute. Sorry, I'm trying to set up my mouse. Good designers use mouse. Use mouse. Sorry, give me a minute. I'm trying to find the chat. Sorry, I cannot find it yet. Give me a minute. Sorry, please. Can you guys help me with this? Sorry for the delay, guys. We're trying to fix a few things here. Please give me a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. Really sorry about that glitch, guys. That was definitely on me. It's not on the technical team. I couldn't find like the chat section of, of the YouTube video, so they had to help me out. That's why they had to cover the screen to cover my shame. So yeah, that's it. So let's just go on. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Let's just go right ahead and start this thing. So please, I would like you guys, can you please share my screen so we can begin? Thank you very much. So yeah, thank you guys. Um, yeah. So this is what I think these are some of the things we did last week. I don't know if you guys could remember last time. I don't know if you guys could remember their names. I think we had Sister Ikati and I think Brashego. So yeah. Today, let's see what we can achieve. Let me see. My mouse is just giving me a lot of issues, so for now I'm just going to keep it behind and see. Maybe we can have that fixed later, or I'll just have to use my trackpad. So today we are going from this side to this side. And we're going to be trying to, what our focus is going to be mostly is how to build out bodies. There are different types of bodies here. So we're going to try both the male and the female, and we're going to see what works. So I want us to try from the most basic steps, and then we move from there. We are going to start, like, again, I'm going to put you down like to the principles we had earlier, which was basic shapes, basic geometric shapes, circles and squares. That's really the game here. Circles and squares is what we use to form almost all of this here. And then, like, from circles and squares, we get to form unique shapes, unique objects, and from there we create our own custom characters. So what I'm going to do today, just to make sure that with this stream we get like the maximum value for this stream, because I think most of us already have like a fair idea of how to create faces. So I'm just going to pick a really simple face here and really focus on the body. So like the face is going to be more of a refresher course. So we get to look at how it is done again. For any of us that didn't understand the last time, we can still ask questions. And then from there we now build out the body. So I would like to also see when we are done, you guys can post it out and tag me on Twitter, like maybe post it on Discord. We're always available to say thank you. And then from there, let's begin. Let's see, my mouse is still giving me issues. Oof, what a time to be alive. Okay, maybe what we'll do is that for now we'll leave it. So I want us to go very basic. So we'll be starting from this boy here. Look at this thing. So yeah, let's start from him. It looks like a good example of where we can start from. Like, if you're looking at this, for those of us who took maybe some extra time to practice, you could see that to get the full body shape of this guy is not going to be really that difficult. It's going to be quite easy. So let's just try to dive right in and let's create some things. I think we're going to call him Bomboy. So I think Bomboy is a good name for him because he looks like a very Bomboyish person. So let's go. As usual, we're going to start with the basic shapes. We're going to start with his face. So let's focus on his face. Face, we're going to need a square. So we're going to press M. Get out a square. Sorry, this might be a bit slow because I'm not using my mouse this time. I don't know why it's not working, but I don't want that to stop us. So yeah, we have our square. And then we pick your eyedropper to pick the color of his face. I think that's a good color. That's a good color. And we can drag every side in. Now, okay, we're good. Now, let me see what else do we have to do. Okay, from what I can see here, as you can see, there's like a cap going on his head here. So let's try to that means we're not going to really needing most of these heavy parts here. It's just mostly this place that is going to be like from this middle part down. That is going to be his face. So let's put eyes on him because human beings have eyes, obviously. So M. Let's do our M again. Let's get our eyes out. Let's see. Let's make it black or whatever color this is. This doesn't look very black. Okay. Let's try to zoom in. I'm trying to use my mouse again. So yeah. Sorry, it's still not working. So zoom this in, bring this out here. Yeah, we got like part of his eyes out. I think that eyes is a bit too big. It looks like Olojukokoro. So sorry, I'm speaking Yoruba. This is how I think we can get through things like this. Just make sure you're enjoying yourself, because if you put yourself under a lot of pressure, you will not get to be creative. So yeah, sorry about that. You've told me that as I'm talking, be mentioning the shortcuts we are using. So if I don't mention shortcuts, just tell me in the chat. I'll mention shortcuts. So my voice is low. Sorry about that, Emmanuel Johnson. Can you hear me better now? Please let me know if you can hear me better. So let's just go on. So we've gotten let's say the first eyes. I think the eye is a bit too big for me. So I think, yeah, this is better. So let's drag that in. Okay, let's duplicate the eyes. Yeah, perfect. So now we have two eyes. Now what I used to duplicate, I held down my option key or alt key on the Windows and I dragged it out. So let me do that again. I press option or alt. You see that it has like two separate arrows, one black arrow and one white arrow with a black outline. Just drag it out and then you get your second object. You press your shift. If you don't want it to move out more than the same line that is on, you press shift so it will go on that same line. So that's why you have that, like that red line moving through. So that's how you get that. I think that was some of the things that we've been taught throughout this class. So now let's get out his beautiful smile. He looks like someone that's about to go and steal meat. Eesh. So let's get out his beautiful smile. He looks too happy. What are you happy about? So let's drag you in. Oh, sorry, that's on me again. So use your direct selection tool, which is your A. Oh my lord, what am I doing? So you drag just the first part you want. Drag it up. Sorry. You drag this, and then you drag this. Just two parts. You drag them up. I feel good. Wonderful. So let's make it white because its mouth is supposed to be white and happy and everything. So like we centralize it, select both the smile and then the face, centralize it together, pam, we have everything in perfect harmony like God wanted it to be. So yeah, we have that, and then Ctrl G, so and then you click this again and then you centralize it again, so everything centralize everything to each other, and align to selection. You might, like on your keyboard, on your own settings over here, if you can't find a line, if you come to Windows, so hey, see me, it has closed. So if you come to Windows, you see your align bar here. Like once you click on it, you will see it. So like I already have it here in my own Photoshop, Illustrator setup. So you come here, you see align to selection, and then you click the one that shows that horizontal align, and then we already have that. All of them are aligned horizontally. I think it's already looking like a very happy boy. Looking like a happy boy. So let's go on. Let's make him a bit more lifelike. Should I give him ears yet? Let's give him ears. Let's give him ears. He's a good boy. At least good boys used to hear word. So eyes, yeah, good. So it's a good boy. That's a good boy. Baba bomb boy. Perfect. So like we already have that. We duplicate it on the other side. Yeah, pam. So I think, yeah, we already have our ears. Perfect. So like you can see, basic shapes. Now let's give him his hat. Like his what's up cap. It's a what's up boy, what's up in. So yeah, let's go. We go back here. We pick our rectangle tool. We come here again. Let's make sure it fits his head. Now perfect. So yeah, it's a what's up boy. So yeah, let's see. Okay, let's pick the color we like. Let's see. I don't really like the shade I'm getting. Still no. I think, okay, this looks decent. Yeah, this looks kind of decent. So let's bring these two parts in to give the. Sorry, what is Ctrl G used for? Sorry about Ctrl G is used for grouping. So when you want to group two things together, I'll explain what that means in a minute. Let me just finish doing this. So okay. So let's say like this, we have his rounded cap. So now let's just draw this side out. So yeah, what's up? What's up? So sorry about that. Then you click on this. Like I said earlier, there's like the trick that we have to is using across these lines. Always remember to go across these lines. So when you come around here, you get a deeper shade, but it still feels right with the color. So if you look at it, it always works. So please remember that. You can see, and we are getting that. Nice. So moving forward, I don't want my own guy's hair to. Let me see. I think the cap could be a bit longer. Yeah, I think I like it that way, and maybe it could be a bit bigger here. Fine, great. So moving forward, what can we do again to make Bomboy a happy boy? Let's make him. Let me bring in these ears down a bit because I want to try to create a bit more space for hair. So some of the things we can do. So can I call out the hex code? I don't think I want to call out Xcode because the reason why I don't call out Xcode is because if I do, you become like too attached to Xcode. One thing you can do is always like go online, try to like experiment. There is no standard color for any of these things. Like the more you practice, the more you know. So if I give out X codes, it feels like I'm just like the only reason I'm even showing these X codes is just so that we can get through with the class easily. If there was all the time in the world, I would have actually advised us to like find skin tones properly. But skin tones take a lot of time to master and to know, and that's not really the point of this class. It's just for you to have a basic idea of how things like this work. So when it comes to like color of objects, color of maybe like things, as long as not skin tones, you can actually try. As you can see, I'm not also picking their own direct colors. Try as much as possible to experiment with colors, see what works, see what doesn't, and then from there you find out you're a better designer, you're a better illustrator at the end of the day when you do things like that. So let's just continue to move forward. Um, so let's say I want his hair to be what color? Can someone give me a color that we should give his hair? Let me start looking. I don't want us to give it the conventional black. Black would be good, but it's too conventional. So let's give it something. And please, it's Bon Boy. He has to still go home. Don't give him a hairstyle that his mommy will call him and tell him, you're not coming home this night. So let's just get a good color for him, and let's make sure that we get something nice. So I'm in the comments. I'm looking at your comments, waiting for the color you guys will pick for me, because as usual we can't do this thing. I can't do this thing on my own. Who am I? So let me start working on the neck while you guys start suggesting colors. Let's see. Pam. So I'll bring this back to the middle. Select the color of his face. Perfect. Send it to the back. So I'm sending this because this is the neck I'm trying to create. I want to move it to the back, because when you're looking at someone, his face comes before his head. So his face is in front and the head is at the back. I don't know. I know you cannot see me right now, but like if you get what I mean, the face is in front, the neck is at the back. So you're moving the neck to the back. Pam. You move it to the back. You as usual, you bring it down just a bit. Perfect. So it creates that sweet distinction between the face and the neck. So I think we already have that. Let me go on. Yeah. So I'm going to like also create a bit of shadow. What we did last time, we did it in like an in-depth look into lights, colors, shadows, and like things like that, shadows and highlights. So if you remember, I know you must remember that from the class, because that was something that we took our time to do. So this time, I'm just going to I'm not going to really focus on that just yet, as usual. So pick out this color again, and like let's find a darker version of it. Let's say yes here, and now we just clip it to, let me see, Control C and Control F, like copy and paste. Control C is to copy, Control F is to paste in front. So we move it to the front of everything. So which is Command Shift and then the right bracket button. Yeah, like yes, that one. So and then you click on this other one too, and then you press Command 7 or Control 7. So you have that, and then you can send it to the back. You use Control, then the left bracket button, then you continue to move it to the back, and then we have this beautiful shadow. Really beautiful stuff. We are good at this thing. Talent. Okpo. So have you guys suggested a color? Nobody suggested a color for me. Okay, no problem. I'll have to like figure it out myself. Let's move around. Let's move around and see what we have. What are the options? We have black, boring. Okay, should we do yellow? I think I like this yellow. It gives them a bit of a dangerous look. So let's do that. We're going to use L again. Let's L, and then we pick the color we want. Perfect. So I want this to be color of his hair. Sorry, give me a minute. I need to drink some water. Thank you, guys. So yeah, let's go back into it. So so yeah, all we have to do actually for this, if you want his hair to stand out also, is just to bring it out here. First thing we can do is this. We can duplicate this, Control C and Control F, and then bring it sorry about that. So we have to drag it back up and bring it back down. Okay, perfect. So we drag this back in. No, sorry, we pick just this part, and then this part, and we drag both of them in. Perfect. So then we pick the color of the hair we want. Perfect. I think that's good. So if you move this to the front, it really doesn't matter where we move it to. Okay, I don't think the hair is still, I think we can still reduce it a bit further. So it's that, like when you wear a cap like sideways like that, middle part where like things like that get to show. In this, I think in this scenario, the head is not the cap is not supposed to show this way, but it's an illustration, so it doesn't. It's fair game. We can do it any how we like. So yeah, bring that in. Perfect. Like when you're wearing a cap and then like part of your hair is coming out of the cap. So that kind of thing. So we're going to have that. Wonderful. So Bombo is coming together quite nicely. So let me see. I'm just going to try to duplicate this. Sorry. Trying to try to duplicate this. Fantastic. Fantastic. So yeah. So like that, it feels like some of his hair is coming out of that place. So yeah, we have that same effect. So we can also try to put some hair around here, around this region. So let's do just that. Bring this here, and then move it to the back. Control, right, yeah, exactly. So we can have something like this. Like, one thing about illustrations I've learned is like learning how to hide stuffs in between stuff. So like people don't know that, okay, this was what was added or what was removed to add to make this happen. They just see the final product. They don't really get to know, like, that's one of the things that makes it creative. So like, you are creative enough to use basic things that people see every day, and they don't believe that can make anything out of it, and then you make something out of it. I like face. I think we already have a decent face here. So let's just move forward with the body. So I think that's what we came here to do today. So please follow me here. So yeah, for this, we can draw the neck in, and then we have this neck. So now we are going to get out this body. If you look at this properly, it's a circle. If you look at it quite closely, it's a circle. So let's just get out our circle, or we can use the rectangle to create the circle here. Perfect. Let me see. So yeah, and I'll send this to the back because your neck is always in front of your body. It's always in front of your clothes too. Let's round it up. Let's change the color. Let's give it, what color do we want to give it? Let's see. I think I like a red for him. This is too close to his skin, so we can give him something like this. I think, yeah, this works. I think this works. So yeah, I think that works. Even though it's already looking like he's wearing color riot, it's fine. So yeah, we have that. So this will be the building block of his body. This will be like the main building block of his body, how his body forms out. So let me see. So yeah, we can have that. Bomboy. Okay, I don't think this is centralized to this just yet. Okay, sorry, let me try to centralize it. It's not so centralized. Much better. So yeah, we have that. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to try to get out like his arms. And what we're going to do for his arms is quite simple. It's the same thing, it's the same technique, but we're going to use this. Maybe bring it to the back here. Fantastic. Let's try to centralize it with this. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So we'll drag both of you in. So something like that. And then we move you to the back. If you guys have questions, please let me know. Are you guys still following? If you guys are, please let me know. Let me see. Okay, oh, we can use this. Like I said, it's an illustration. Like, there are the rules that you make the rules and then you try to follow it. So like for us, our rules are basic geometric shapes. I keep repeating it so that we don't forget. So we don't try to like get too nitty gritty with the details, because sometimes it's actually possible when you're saying this thing does not really look like a stomach, or how can I make this, and then you begin to make like details that make the thing a lot more complicated. And the thing that makes illustrations really good is consistency across board. The same way it looks in the head is the same way to look in the body. The same way, like if you followed a particular rule at the beginning, you must follow it all through to the end. I think at the end of this particular illustration, I will show you an illustration library of something you might have seen before, but didn't know that they also have rules that they use. I'm sure it's a popular app that almost everybody here would know. If you can guess it out, I have a prize for you. If you could guess like a software or an app that most people have on their phone, or like most people nowadays use, that use a very simple and basic illustration system. If you can guess it, I have a prize for you. I'll call you out. Like, I'll call out your name and I'll make sure that I get something to you. So like, please, you guys try your luck and let me know. I want to see if you guys are following this. Any app you know that okay that these people use something very 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 simple, and it has to be the one in my mind though. Don't start telling me another one. The one that is in my mind. So just type it in the comment section. Someone here is raising up his hand. Ojoro. So if you have one, yeah, I'm seeing a question here from Emmanuel Oladipo Johnson. Said I have a question. Is it possible to use pen tool for character illustration? It's more than possible. There are no rules to like the tools you can use to achieve your character illustration. There are as many tools as you can or you want to use. You are free to use them. There is no rule whatsoever that you can't use. The pen tool is actually, like, to me, actually the best tool for custom character illustration. The pen tool is actually the best. But the thing is, most people struggle with the pen tool. And if you don't have a very like a firm grasp of how it is used, you might struggle. So I think that is more of a really really advanced class. So I don't want us to like digress too much using the pen tool. The next technique I want to show you will most likely be using the pen tool for that from start to finish. But for this one, let's focus on what we are trying. Let's go forward. Like I'm talking a bit too much and doing less designing, which I don't like. But I want to make sure I'm clearing up our questions as it happens. So yeah, I can pick this color. Let me see. Okay, it's looking quite decent. So let's add a color. So let's add a color to his trousers. Camisole, fine boy. Let's go. So let's see. Fantastic. Let him wear. Let him wear a blue trouser. Let him wear something blue, something happy. So I think this is all right too. I think this is okay. Okay, it is. So we are going to using to get the something Behance boom play. Oh no, not what am I saying? Not really. You guys keep trying. I'm not going to say anything for now. So I'm saying illustration system, guys. Illustration systems. So so when you click on this tool, you can now use like a very powerful tool in Illustrator. It's called the Shape Builder tool. I think where is it? I think this is it. Yeah, it's called the shortcut for it is Shift M. So what I'm going to do, like what it does is like when you select two objects, it's going to try to find out parts that you want to. Is that you combine it or you separate it. So in this case, like I can see when it's showed on this, if I press the minus, let me zoom in. I think Onos took us on this the last time we came. He talked on something about the shape builder too. So if you press the option key or the alt key, it would like turn this place to minus, so you can remove it. Meaning you can remove it from this shape, from this blue shape. So and I only want this and I cut out this part and bam, we already have this. So if I separate this now, I already have like just where I have my trousers. I can move this down a bit. Yeah, fantastic. Bolts, hey, okay, no problem. So look, someone wants to take my price. I won't say much. So you guys are getting close. You're getting close. Okay, if you guys let's make this interesting. What hints would you guys want? If you guys want to give me a hint, where would you want me to give you the hint? Okay, let me give you an hint. It is not just used by Nigerians. It's used by a lot of people all over the world. It's a very global app that uses like this kind of system. So I what did I do there? So I'm trying to make his legs. Sorry that I just created that. I'm trying to make his legs, so I created a rectangle because the legs are straight. Yeah, and straight legs means rectangle. So yeah, that's rectangle. This one is wearing shorts. Should we give him shorts or should we give him trouser? Anyone works for me. So yeah. So we have like I'm duplicating that again using the alt and the alt or the option key and then the shift key, and then like I move two of them together. I control G to group. I can like reduce the size of the leg. Let me see, and then we have this. So now on grouping is Control Shift G. That's on group. So I can pick out one of the legs, and they picked out for this one. They picked out this one, but for me, I want to pick out this one. And like the thing is, why we are doing that is to make what they are trying to do here is to make it look, how will I say it, like to show depth. Like I said, we are working with flat objects, so the only way we can show depth is through highlights and shadows, and the only way we do that is through color. So like this now looks like it's at the back of this, even though we both know they're their legs, so it doesn't just look like they are glued together perfectly. So it's the same rule that I've told you about. You drag it in just a bit towards this angle, and then you have that. So you move two of them to the back. You press Shift Command, and then your left bracket button, bam, and then yeah, we have that. So we already have this unique shape that they have here. You already have it here too. So let me see. That makes use of simple illustrations. Dribble. Okay, somebody else is saying something here. I'm not going to say much about this. I'm saying Duolingo. I'm saying Piggyvest. You guys are doing well. You are doing well. Um, so let me see. Okay, let's use the same system that they used here. So let me just duplicate this. Control C and Control F. Fantastic. So this is I'm trying to make the same like the same shape they made here, the same like knicker. So I just duplicated the knicker side up. I can now change this back to normal skin tones. I can come here and pick a skin tone here. Use the skin tone for this. I'll come here and pick this skin tone. Hey, sorry. This. Perfect. So yeah, we already have our legs, our fat boy's legs. So Baba Bon Boy, those are your legs, man. So yeah, let's go back here. I think we've neglected the hands a bit, and I think they're feeling a bit loved or unloved. So one thing that we can always do to make sure that the hands, like to make sure things are proportional. Most times our hands are proportional to our legs. Like our legs are a bit bigger, but we can, like in this kind of case, we can make it for us that our hands are proportional to our legs. So we can just pick out this same leg piece, and just use it again for the so if I bring this out here, I'm pressing my Option key again to duplicate it here. So I have this here. Perfect. We already have a hand. So you have a hand in this. Ooh, you have a hand in this. So bring this to the other side here, Alt, and then we have our second hand. So you can see we're already building out the body. It's looking really beautiful. It's looking really nice. You guys are no more dropping your options. Are you guys running out? Okay. So for the hand, let me see how do we go about the hand now to make it a bit more custom. So there are two things we can do. Let me just show you one of it. Sorry. So L. So we go back to our circle, make a circle. We can make it the same skin tone, perfect. And then just drag it in here. So yeah. We can make it symmetrical to this. Perfect. So yeah. And then we can make another rectangle and just bring it down here. Yep, perfect. Let me see. Yeah. So yeah, we can duplicate this if we want to make more hands. Yeah, nitty-gritty. This is more of nitty-gritty stuff. Like this just depends on how like detailed you want to get to the thing and stuff. So it's not. It's really up to you. It's really up to you on how detailed you want it to get. You can increase this, so like make it this way, and then yeah, if you move it out, yeah, we have our hands. You can just duplicate that same thing here. Like I said, it's fair game. If you want your own characters to always have 4 fingers, it's fine. Like it's fair game here. There's no rule onto how you want it to be. As long as these are the rules you set for yourself at the beginning and you follow them all through and you are consistent with them, nobody's going to have an issue with it. Because if easy do them. So that's just it. Yeah, let's replicate this. Sorry, we don't need to do all that. Just come here, and yeah, so I think we can have that as our hands. And then to do the legs, quite easy. We're going to use our shape tool again. Bring this in here. Pam. Like, let's zoom in. Pam. Let me see. Let me see. Fantastic. Thank you very much. So yeah, we have that. So yeah, we can bring it up to his face, ears, and just like that, Bombo is complete. Bombo is a big boy. Bombo is a completed boy. So you get, okay, I'm seeing Twitter, I'm seeing Dropbox, I'm seeing Uber, I'm seeing Instagram. Woo! You guys are really going at it, hammer and tongs. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, this is like, I think this is basically the build. I think we've been able to achieve like this effect to the way we want it to be. So yeah. So far, are there any questions? Because I want us to, like, from here, we are going to try to go a bit more, like say technical, or we're going to try to do things that are a bit more difficult to follow. Well, so I just want to make sure that this one that we have so far, you guys like get it. So please let me know if you have any questions. And I think so far I think I'm looking. Let's look at the options again. Like last minute for anybody to give options before I give the answer. Anybody with any more options? Any more options? Shift M is for, yeah, Shift M is the shape builder tool. It's used to build shapes. Like you used to like. I think we've done that in the previous class, but maybe I'll just take it a bit more. But yeah, that's that for that. Um, sorry, give me a minute. I want to drink water. So yeah, without further ado, let me let me try to announce the winner, because I think um so far, there's only one person that has gotten it, and that is Taiwo Bameshe Emmanuel, Duolingo. I will not say he actually got it, but he got it because the answer is Duolingo, but he put a question mark, meaning he was not really sure. So yeah, Bamishu, well done, well done, well done, well done. Yeah, the answer is Duolingo. So let me open up what Duolingo has for us. I'll open up because I was looking at it this afternoon, like their character building to like I just went to this is the name of the website here. Maybe I'll just type it out in the comment section. I'll type it out right now so you guys can see it. Design dot duolingo dot com. Yeah, and then bam. So yeah, that's it. Design.duolingo.com. So that's how like that's where you find Duolingo's illustration system. Like now, it would profit you greatly to actually maybe take some time and go through this. You would see how they build out their custom shapes and how things like this are created for them. I'm trying to open it now. I don't know why the network is not bringing out everything. Nigerian network will disgrace you. We move. So, but basically, they show you how they create their illustrations, the kind of systems they use, the kind of like the minimum sizes, the everything. I opened it up earlier today. Let me try to open it up on another tab. Let's see if it's going to open. Okay, I think it's already opening up. Okay, perfect. It is. So we're not really talking about the logos. We're trying to find just the illustrations. So yeah, construction of illustrations. You can see they also use basic shapes. You see the square. You see the circle, the semicircles, and the rectangles. That's what they use. And you can see as we've also been using like curved edges to make sure that it's soft, it's approachable, it's nice. That's what that's what people also use generally. So just to make sure that like it looks approachable, you can see like a skeletal work of how the illustrations are built out. You can see something like this, like how like the whole thing is built out. As you can see, one of the rules they have is that this has too many shapes. This has like just 15 shapes. So like for them, they prefer like really simple illustrations, really simple, really direct. And you can see it has a similarity to some of the things we've been doing since all this while. Still basic shapes. If you look at this dog, you're seeing a rectangle. You're seeing a rectangle here. We're seeing two circles. We're seeing a rectangle. We're seeing like rectangles. Just different ways of building up the same thing. So that's basically how like their own illustration system is formed. So if you want to actually take some time and maybe challenge yourself, you can come here and like look at some of their illustrations and in your head try to break it down and try to create like what they do using the rules they already have. And this is how people get hired as illustrators. There are people that all their bread and butter is this website, like how they create things for this app. So this is how like things like this are created. If you look at like characters, how they're done, exactly how they're created, like this is exactly what we've been doing: circles, squares, circles, squares, circles. Like if you look back at what we're doing right now, if you press the command Y or control Y, you can see there's a lot of circles and squares. Like there's nothing more than what we're doing. It's this basically the same thing: circles and squares, circles and squares. So like building out things like this just requires patience. So you can start with this, go back, maybe come to this website, see if there are things you can build out of from, and then from there take it. You can see for them they also have, like I said earlier, their rules, set rules on how to do that, how to draw eyes, how to draw nose, how to draw mouths, how to draw hair. So you can't just draw hair anyhow, even though it's basic shapes. So yeah, basically that's that. Let's go back. Perfect. So any questions so far? I want us to, like, if you have any questions, can everybody give a round of applause to Bamishe? Thank you guys. Bamishe, thank you so much. Please, we'll give Bamishe a round of applause. So please, thank you. Okay. Let's go on. So I think so far we've been able to cover like the most basic parts. I think should we pick out, let's see, what do we pick out now? Do we pick out grammar? Do we pick out her? Do we pick out her? So let's do what we did the last time. Let's see if we can get some reactions to the post so far. 1, let's say grammar is 2. And then Sisi Kekere is 3. So like I want to do a female character, but I want you guys to be the one to pick what I do next. So so grandma is 2, and then the madam with the purple trouser is 3. So which would you want us to do next? 1, 2, or 3? So please let's pick out one. Or is there any other one that's picking your eye? So far I'm not seeing any response from you guys. Are you guys there? So please let me know. I'm waiting on your comments. Let me see. Sorry, this is taking a bit of time, but I have not gotten any response from my own end. I'm sure that's due to no fault of your own. Are you guys not seeing anything? I'm not seeing anything in the chat just yet. Oh, we're awfully quiet today. What is going on? Sorry, I'm not seeing any replies just yet. Sorry, give me a minute. They're trying to give me some instructions over there. So, okay, they asked me to refresh my feed, meaning the fault is from me and me alone. Give me a minute. Okay, fantastic. Oh, thank you. I've started seeing it. Okay, 3. I think unanimously we're all agreeing on 3. Sorry about that. Again, it's like my network is lagging. So, 3. Let's go. Sisi Pelebe, you are up. Hey, sorry if I called you Sisi Pelebe. Well, you are the one that is raining now. So I want to take time out to separate you. I'll crop you. Fantastic. So we can focus fully on her, and we can like give her the best attention of what she needs. And yes, good. So we have you out. Fantastic. So let's move Bomboy. Bomboy, stay here. So let's draw you in. Sisi Pelebe, you're up. Oh, see these guys that we did last week. So yeah, let's go with you. Since we are going with 3, we are replying. Sorry, I'm just seeing all the replies now. So let's just move forward. Let's start as usual. We're going to start with the building block, which is your face. So like I would always advise, even if the face looks circular, like even if it looks like completely like a circle like this can be very deceptive. It is not actually fully a circle. It's a rounded square. It has just a bit of like still there, like this edge here is still a bit straight, but to an untrained eye it looks like a perfect circle. It's not. So you can come here, let's pick the same color again, drag it down just enough but not totally. Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, this is good. So as usual, we are going to build that up. Let's go. So build up our eyes, build up the face. As usual, I like starting with the eyes, and you can see the system for this one. We've always had the rectangle like looking vertically, but this time for our eyes, we're having the rectangle looks horizontally, meaning like I said before, there are no particular set rules except the one you set for yourself. But and again, like anytime you set the rules, try to follow from start to finish. Don't let one eye be vertical and another one be horizontal. There will be some disconnect. So for illustrations, it's very important you set out rules for yourself to follow. So yeah, I just have to reiterate that fact. So let's move forward. So I'm looking at. Let me see if you guys have any questions. Okay, moving forward. You said I'm in the future. Abiola Kishola. Well, it is what it is. It's cool over here. Okay, I'm hearing that they're already signaling that I have 30 minutes left. GSU. Hey, you people. Say you forgive me like this, but let's go forward. You have to forgive us if we take more time than we needed. I wanted us to take more time to like select our own custom colors, but since we don't have that much time again, I think we'll just have to do it the manual way. And so the reason why I'm always having to convert it back to a square before like resizing the corners again is because like if you resize the corners you will not be able to adjust the something again. So yeah, I think that's it. Let me bring this in. It still feels a bit too thick, so let me bring that down just a bit. Fantastic. So yeah, I think this is good. I think this is good. So I don't want to do the other eye just yet. I want to just try to do things as quick as possible. So I think would have gone a bit faster if my mouse was moving, but and the devil thought it had us. Now lie, we go run now. So choose the color, make it like I said. Don't always go completely like black. It's always good to have options for that angle. So I think yeah, that's all for the eyes. I think we can just select both of them, bring it to this side, and here we have that. So as usual, let me see there. Do I like a mouth like that? Okay, let's just do a mouth like that since we've already started like that. I don't want to draw that again, so I can just come here, duplicate the mouth here, bring it to the front. Fantastic. Bring so as usual, increase the size. No. So bring it just you and you. I'll drag you in. Fantastic. Okay, so you can see that she's happy. I know one thing about like when you're happy like this. Like your face is like it's glowing up, like they said there's a glow up, so there's up. So you have like, and when you are like you're moody, you say why are you so down? So like when people are happy, generally the face is like always a bit higher. So you, you can see that you can see that we just have to move, like we move some of our facial features a bit higher, because like you can see all of a sudden it just looks like she's looking up and she's looking happy. So like that's one of those things you have to just take note of. Just need to nuances, things like that are like one of the things that make your work like really really good. So one other thing we can do now, we're trying to get out this little hair here, like this hair region. That's what I want to get out next. So what we can do is actually quite simple. Let me see what we can do. Let me see if we duplicate this here. I want to try something. If we duplicate this, fantastic. And let's see if we use Shift M, what do we get? Let me see. Do we get another shape here? We do, but it's actually very very risky. Okay, let's pick it, and then we make this a shape, and then we can actually even delete this one. We don't need it. And yeah, we already have our shape, so we can pick this. Okay, let's keep it consistent. Fantastic. So let's just assume that is the color of our something here. So we can come here, pick another circle, make another circle, and like move it to the back. Sorry, I want to make sure. Okay, I think my do not disturb is on. So yeah. So sorry, I'm just trying to get this over the line quickly. No, it's not looking like it. It's not. So let's do that again. So that, sorry. So yeah. So yeah, moving forward with this. Sorry, this thing is really really slowing me down, but it is what it is. So yeah, let's just assume this is what we have for this. Let's group it together. I want to try to make sure everything is centered to the middle of the face. So I want to pick this, pick this, pick this, and centralize everything. Centralize everything we're seeing here. Okay, centralize everything, and we have that. Oh my lord, you see? So centralize everything. Fantastic. Okay, I guess I didn't. You see, that's one thing about grouping. I didn't group this with the others, so I needed to group that. So when you group everything together, it works perfectly with each other. So yeah, so let's say we have that as the hair. I don't want us to focus too much on the hair, since the body is like what we're trying to really focus on today. If there's still time, we can come back to it and make it better. I guess we'll not really have time to show another illustration system today, which is really hurtful. Except let's go forward. Pam, let's pick this. So I guess you guys are like already familiar with what I'm doing. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Please let me know. Let me see. Move you to the back. Fantastic. Like I said, the colors bring you back just a bit. We can bring you down a bit too. It's too red. Oh yeah, I think this works fine. Yeah, bring this, so it gives that depth, yeah, of something. So we pick this to bring this up here. So Yeah. So now for the body, it's basically the same thing like what we did the last time. Basically this now what we are going to just do is this. Watch. For this purple, like this first purple part, we're going to come here. Let's just pick out. Let's say this is how big we want it to be, and we're just going to pick just these two edges, drag it in. Fantastic. And then we have this. In fact, I don't think we're going to need to pull it in that much. Yeah, I think this is good. So let's use our eyedropper to your eye, click this in, and you move it to the back of the neck. Control Shift, and then you see this Control Shift, and then this button. Sorry, and this one, brackets. You get. So yeah, we have that. So we come here, we can easily just duplicate what we have. Okay, we can duplicate the same system, or draw another one. Like the same thing. Sorry. So pick this edge, you pick this edge, drag it in, and then you come here, make it a bit darker. Make it a bit darker. Yeah, good. Centralize to this because it's not centralized currently. And you can centralize that to the neck too, which is not centralized currently, and then you centralize everything to the face. Good. So you send this again to the back. Send it to the back. That's what they did here. Like, I know by this time you guys are already getting the basic gist of how this is done. If you guys have me, please drop an email. I just want to make sure that you guys are following me here, so we are going at it together, and I'm not just saying things to myself. So moving forward, we can draw out like something, a body structure here. So we can easily just draw out a rectangle here, and use our skin tone. Again, move it to the back of this. So yeah. Okay, thank you guys, thank you. So yeah, I can see that you guys are following. Thank you so much. As if you guys have any questions, let me know. And we're moving. Let me see, pick this out. So I'm trying to draw this is there a really nice shot. So just draw it out this way. Pick out your eyedropper to pick this. Fantastic. And then we have that going on for us. So we can come here, the same thing we did for okay, let's just focus on one at a time, and draw out the legs. Same legs we did. We can just duplicate this rectangle. You can see like the illustrator is able to tell me, okay, you are halfway there. Then we have one, and we just duplicate it to the other side. Two, and then as usual, I can say that, okay, this is the part I want to have a bit of depth and shadow, so I bring it down just a bit. Fantastic. And then yeah, we have that. Now I don't like this because it's giving me too much of a brown vibe, so let me see if I can make it a bit more reddish. Yes, I think that works. Yes, I think, yeah, this is a bit better than the other one. Okay, I don't want to focus too much on that though, but yeah, basic things. So as you can see, for this it's just different rectangles, like duplicated, different colors. So yeah, you can come here and duplicate the colors of the socks if that's something you wish to do. Just pick like really good colors that you feel will match. I'm doing this very randomly. So the colors might not match. Please don't come for me. I'm just trying for us like to make sure that we at least we cover most of it before time is up for us. So let's see. I think I like this. It's just like, I think, yeah, just basic stuff like that, and then you can just continue to draw stuff like this. Now our legs, same thing. Now we make it, like I said, not completely black. If you had time, would have done a bit more shadow and light work, but yeah, it is. So come here, use your a direct selection to pick this, and then you pick this side again, and you drag it in. So thank you. I'm just making sure that I'm checking your questions if you guys have any questions, because I want us to have time for questions if they are fantastic. So basically, okay, I don't think this was a bit, looking at it now with the quick overview, I think we could have increased the size of this just a bit, and I will do that. I will just have to be forgiving. Yeah, I think this works better. Like in grand scheme of things, it does. So yeah, so I think this fantastic. So yeah, pick you, both of you come in here just more. Pick you, come in here just a bit more. Yeah, and then we're having that same thing. We just pick out the hams and duplicate you here, and then just duplicate the same thing at the other side. So, and just like that, we already have, then we have the ands, which is like just basic basic is it's basically a circle. It's basically a circle. So yeah, and then we form that out. So I think basically that is it. Sorry if this is a bit rushed, but I just want us to like be able to cover this and do some things a bit more like before the time is up. So yeah, we could have that. You could take time to like make it a bit more detailed, but I think the basic idea of this is still how to create. So we can decide to duplicate this. Bring it here. So give our hand a bit more pizzazz and a bit more woohoo. So yeah, things like that. So basically, yeah, this is how like the body of things like this are formed. I think this is a bit too far from each other. I think it's a bit too far, so I want to try to adjust that. So after that, let's see, yeah, bring you in. Fantastic. So yeah, if you want to do your lights and your shadows, you know that okay, your shadows will appear here just like it was appearing here. The lights could appear here, like lights could play a really big role here, like what we have here. Well, basically, like this is the building blocks of how we formed her and how we formed him. So it's basically the same technique for both of them. So yeah, so far, do you guys have any questions? Like I'm back actively looking at my screen, finding out if you guys have questions. Let me try to refresh my feed so I don't have the same issues I had the last time. Okay, so far I've not seen any. Fantastic, thank you guys so much. So I want to show you something really neat. So now let's say we have this. I discovered this recently, and so far it's been something like one of my favorite things to. Hey, I say favorite. Hey, so one of my like one of my favorite things to always try is to like try to make your stuff a bit more unique. So this is like how it is now, and I want to make it like look like a childish drawing and look like a childish like a kind of childish set. So like right now it already looks playful and fun and stuff, but now one thing I can use to elevate the look is this. Like if I click on everything, if I click on everything, fantastic, and I come to effects. If I come to effects, I come to stylize, and I come to scribble. It gives me something like this, like an option like this. So what, like for the rest, you can take your time to play around with it, but like if you just want to get something really nice really fast, just adjust the stroke width here. Just adjust it to maybe something like this. You see that as you're adjusting it to be adjusting. Like you can get really interesting results with this thing. It just depends on how you want to do it. You see? Like it looks like a pencil scribble. So it all depends on what you want to do. You could get really interesting results with it. All depending on how like you play around with your thing and like what you know how to do with it. You could decide, okay, I don't want to like make it this curved. I want to make it very curved. You see, it looks like a childish scribble. Looks very childish and looks very playful. So all depending on what you want to do, the spacing, like you can adjust it to like to your liking. Like have a lot of fun with it, like play around with it, see what works, see what doesn't. So yeah, things like that. So it just gives your illustration a different feel. It makes it like look different than what you would originally just have when you finish with it. Because I'm the kind of person that always likes having a little extra sauce in what I do than like what every other person is doing. So you could decide to like take your time, play around this, see if you can find more interesting things around it,
and see if, okay, there are more interesting ways you could make things happen here. So I don't want to limit us to like what I am doing. As you can see, I'm already ruining it, but it's fine. You can always just, when you're done, you can always press cancel, and if you want to, like, you can, if you're even okay with it, you can press okay, and then to give you like that jagged feel. Like, look at this now. Like, this doesn't look like what we started with, but it's actually also a very interesting way of look of feel of doing things. So like, those are some of the ways that we can apply our illustrations. And like, if you're trying to create something really fuzzy, something really nice, you could try this kind of technique. I'm going to control Z that back. And then we have this. So let me see, I don't know time. There's this one I really wanted us to try because it was a bit more complicated. Because like, you could, if you look at it closely, you can see a lot of screen, you can see a lot of shapes. There's the circle here, there's this here. Do we want us to go, does anybody want us to go through this? I'm going to have to take a bit of excuse from my guys, they're already looking at me. If you guys want to chance them, no, I'll beg them after this stream. So if you guys want us to go ahead with this, please just let me know. You're saying you don't like it, Emmanuel, which is fine. You don't like, not everybody has to like it, so it just depends on what you want. So like, we could definitely pick out maybe one more of the characters and like illustrate if you guys are interested in something like that. So let's see if you guys are. Let's see if so. This is more with professional hats and stuff. This is more with um yeah. So another thing I wanted us to just make sure of. I wanted us to like be sure that we're not limited to what we see. Like, this is just a building block of how we can go. Like, say give us Boy Boy back. You guys like Boy the way it was before. It's not like that too. Like, embrace change, please embrace change. Change is a good thing. So let me see. Okay, if you, I don't know if you, how many of you guys remember this our lovely friend? How many of us remember him? If anybody can remember, please drop his name in the chat. I don't want to mention his name. For the real OGs that watched the last video, they will know. They say make we chance them, Biko. Let's go. Okay. Before we do that, I want us to like be able to like just play around with shapes and stuff like that. I'm coming. I think they've removed the screen from something. So they're telling me, oh yeah, wrap up. I'm guessing we cannot cheat them on this. So what I'm going to do, since maybe I think we still have small time left, small time. So we may not be able to do a full illustration again, but we can like try to play around the ones we've already created and see how we can create interesting results from them. So for this now, we can try to maybe do like, let's try to make him a Yoruba man. What makes a Yoruba man a Yoruba man? I've heard that people say that Yoruba man, they are sweet boys. I can't disagree with that because I'm Yoruba and I'm sweet. Deal with it. So so we can let's like, what makes a Yoruba man? One of the things that makes a Yoruba man is like, let's say his cap. So let's see if you can make like, let's give him like a very like a Yoruba cap. Let's see if you can. Let's see. So let's see if you can do something in that regard. Okay. Let's see if you can do that. This is like mostly try and error now. If he doesn't hit where it's supposed to hit, it is what it is. So just encourage me. Thank you. So let's try to align it to this. Fantastic. Let me see. Let's go online and look for references of a Yoruba cap so we know what we're saying. Sorry. Fantastic. So yes, something like this. I'm coming. Give us a minute. I think this is like a typical example of what our cap could look like. Let me see if I copy this. I just paste it here so we can see what is going on. So we can have a visual reference of what it is. Okay, we can do it as a task to submit. I think that's great. Yeah, I think you guys are getting you're getting the hang of it already. You guys can like, you take your time, like find interesting ways to make your character like I saw what you guys did last week was really like last time. Sorry, I'm keep saying last week. What you guys did last time was very creative. But like, what I would like you guys to do this time is you can follow the tutorial we did today, but try to give it your own spice. Whether giving it a Yoruba cap, or maybe like try to make it in your own traditional language. Maybe give it beats, give it like maybe swag. You can even decide to make it a Amaligburu. give him bandage, give him things like that, like, or give him or her, sorry, any character you decide to create, give it like your own spice. So even when people see, they can say, okay, wow, this person added this to this his own, this person added this to his own. Let me add this to my own. Like, you can make sure that maybe you can make his own shoes, like maybe shiny, make his own shoe gold, like just different ways, and just like try different things and experiment different things on how it can be done. Always representing Okpo. Thank you. So let's get back to it. After this, I think we'll end the stream. We'll end the stream. Okay. Sorry. Let's see if we can create the cap. Okay. Hey. Every time big head. So yeah. Mm. So okay, I think that is the first one for that. If I don't like this color for the Yoruba cap front, so yeah, let's see if we can make you a bit more Yoruba looking, and then add a. So nobody remembers his name. You see, we branded cap. So you guys, like, nobody remembers his name from last week. I'll be last time. Let me see. Fantastic. So we'll bring you in. So yeah, that little something is hap. So you could decide. Yeah, the cap always gives a shadow, kind of. It always drops a bit more on the human than the human head. So yeah. So yeah, something like this. So just try out different things and see what works, see what doesn't. Like, there as usual, there are no set rules in stone for how things like this are done. It just depends on your imagination, like how you can try things, how you can like play around with them and see what works. I think this looks more like an Ibokwenu kind of cap. Ibokwenu. So I think, yeah, I think it does. Let me try to like confirm my theory by deleting this too. Okay, I think it does. It's either that or it looks like a praying cap for the Muslims, which is also very nice. So yeah, I think we can bring that in if you make it red. And yeah, this looks like someone like a village chief. So different things, we can try to add a bead to the face, we can try to add a band, giving his life to the other side. So you guys, I think if there are no more questions, I don't want us to go too deep into this thing because time has already like been fast spent. Thank you guys for joining me today. We'll just like take a few more minutes to wait on your questions and see if there are any more questions. After that, if there's no more question, we'll end the stream. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share. Tell your friends, tell everybody, let like anybody that you know wants to learn design, learn illustrations, learn like anything as regards design, and it's looking for really basic stuffs. I think what we've been doing so far has been really fantastic. So you can come back, like pick it up from scratch and learn, and like as much as you can practice. That's what makes us know that you are actually learning stuff. If you are only learning and saying like giving comments on the chats, but you're not actually replicating what we're doing, it doesn't feel like we're making any impact. So please try to learn, try to like do what we are like we're giving you, and from there we can say, okay, yes, there's progress. So please let me know if there are any questions. I say na Ibera illustrations I could do like this. Great, you guys can actually take your time. I say give him Tunde's chest cap. There's really no more time. I would have actually loved to go more in depth into this. So you guys, please take your time, and like you can combine these caps, maybe look for traditional attires for like custom to you, and then see if you can create it. So like I said earlier, if you want to learn more, you can go to is like the person's page we are picking inspiration from, which is Gigantic Store, Mark Rice on YouTube, and learn from him. So are there any questions? If there are no more questions, I will be leaving the stream any moment from now. So let's do 2 more minutes. Anybody have any questions? If not, then we're good to go. Okay, if there are no questions, can I just get a thumbs up so we can end the stream? So I wonder, yeah, like at least we're all on the same page, and you guys let me go. Yeah. Again, they're telling me like, subscribe, and share. Please, now my ROI be that KPI, please. So coming. Okay. Sorry, let me just make sure that there's no questions. Yeah, please replicate the designs. Yes, you can. Like I said, they said replicate the design. Tag us on your social media, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you make it, Discord. Replicate it, and so please just give me a thumbs up. I'm not getting any response yet. You guys don't want to leave me. I'm coming. Okay, I think it's my network again. Okay, am I getting my emojis? Okay, I think I am. They said I'm getting my emojis. So with that, I think we've come to the end of this class. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking with me all through my corny jokes and all my all my shenanigans. Thank you again. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been fantastic. Without this would have not been possible. So yeah, thank you guys. Take care and drink water and try to rest. Try the rest. Bye bye. Please. Yeah.